one. Welcome to Unity Spiritual Center of Lansing. I'm Reverend Sharon Ketchum here with Winnalee Zeeb. Hi, Winnalee.
Hello, Reverend Sharon and everyone.
I see everyone out there. I see Mary and Jim and Joe. Do you remember, who is it? Mr. Rogers, I think, used to do that. He'd call you by name. It was always so exciting to hear your name. So maybe
And
I'll start.
Romper Room, too.
Oh, Romper Room did that too?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're all back in Romper Room right about now. Everything going on. It's been one of those weeks that's been energy consuming for some of us. So what a great time to just settle back and to be in this moment. No demands, nothing happening, just simply being. And reminder that our mission, no matter what's going on in the outer world, is that we each spiritually awaken to our oneness with God, oneness with each other, and oneness with all creation, and that we hold a vision of seeing a world powerfully transformed through a growing movement of shared spiritual awakening. And don't we all have that whole share idea that it's not like anything is a right and perfect answer, a final answer. We each find our path and honor ourselves and each other, whatever that path is. So we're going to start by affirming our ecumenical prayer together. The enlightenment of the Buddha shines within us. The compassion of the Christ shines through us. The power of Jehovah strengthens and guards us. The presence of Allah surrounds and guides us. Wherever we are, the Tao is, and all is God. So just knowing that unity is not closed, even though our building might be, though you can make appointments to stop in at the office, but daily words are right out in front of the office if you need one. And that's such a great tool just every day to just have that little word to help get your day started in the right direction. Then blessing the election that has just gone by, blessing the results. I think it's real important for us to turn to this prayer to keep our hearts and our heads together in unison as we affirm there is only one power and presence, God the Good, which is the essence of each of us and expressed in infinite ways. We bless the diversity of expression as we hold the safe space for a variety of opinions. We bless the sacredness of each vote, grateful we've had the option of having a voice. We celebrate our politics of freedom, our offerings of kindness, and our universal race of humanness in our thoughts, words, and actions. And so it is. Amen. And with that, this is a time we all need a little self-love, a little self-hugging here. So really invite you to take a moment right now and just settle into this instant, to feel the love, to feel the oneness, to envision whoever you'd like to connect with right now that you can't, and just give that love to them. And most of all, allow yourself to feel that self-care, that presence of God moving in and through you and as you. And keep in practice, because one day we will be together. We can hug unabashedly again. Yeah. Oh, so the God bucket. Yes. I am, yeah. Let me see. I'll pass it to you. Here we go.
Okay. Got it. Okay. All right. Sharon's were nursery rhymes.
Yeah, as we're doing this work, and sometimes the work seems so heavy, I'm thinking, why are these thoughts in the back of my head? And some of it were insipid nursery rhymes I learned as a kid that had really inappropriate language. But, those words go on in your head, and that's part of that white noise, quote, white noise underneath, and literally white noise
Yeah.
underneath. And, that's why, like, the music that we sing is so important, because those words keep going through our head. Those ideas, those thoughts, none of it's throwaway. They make patterns in our thinking. So trying to get rid of things I learned as a 2-year-old, not that was out and out racist, but had really inappropriate language in it that just became a nonsense rhyme. And it is nonsense, but it took up residency. So that's, yeah.
Expanded awareness. That's beautiful. A lot of neuroscience behind that one, too.
Yeah.
About the brain.
Okay.
So here comes mine.
Okay. There we go.
Got it?
Yeah. Conflict. Yeah. I don't know where that word came up for you.
Surprise! Yes, it has been in my awareness, and I just wanted to share in relationship to the word conflict. Thomas Crumb's book, Magic of Conflict. And I love the subtitle, Turning a Life of Work into a Work of Art.
Oh,
So
nice.
I love that intent with my own work, my own healing, turning that life into a work of art. The unique sensation I have with that as I journey on my own healing with racism and my own awareness of my path. So I just wanted to share a few words, if I may.
Sure.
Nature of conflict, Thomas writes, conflict is natural, neither positive or negative. It just is. Then he writes, it's not whether you have conflict in your life, it's what you do with that conflict that makes a difference. And then the other piece I wanted to share, resolving conflict is rarely about who is right. It is about acknowledgement and appreciation of differences.
That,
Oh,
and that so ties in with the agreeing and disagreeing and love that we're doing, looking as a core value that we're going to have conflict. It's not bad, nothing to
just
get
is.
excited about. We just got to move on forward. And when you said about being a work of art, and I thought about how art is the main part of the word heart.
Yes, it is. I always do a capital A in the word heart. We are all art.
Yeah, we
Art
are
in progress.
in progress. That's the bit. We got to remember we're not a finished product.
No.
Oh, okay. So more classes to take, I guess. More
Yes.
work to do.
Sign me up.
Okay. So let's go on. Oh, yes. Blessing our neighbors. Boy, does that seem really important this week. Um, our neighbors close to us, and especially in this country, having just been through an election, and of course around the world, all that's going on. So as we just open up our work of art, our heart, the work we're doing in there, we know that God is a love that knows no end and a power that knows no bounds. God's healing power of divine life is restoring, healing, and revitalizing our world in this very moment. We let go of any fears or anxieties, and we affirm that we are all safe, healthy, and protected. We bless all those who support us in maintaining vibrant, radiant health. We express divine life in all we think, say, and do. We bless our global family with radiant health, peace of mind, and abundant love. And so it is. Amen. Oh, daily word.
Perfect word. Today's word is healing. Excellent. Inspired by Jesus' words in the Gospel of John. I came that they might have life and have it abundantly. If our body experiences any kind of health challenge, we turn within to release all fear and all concern as we affirm that illness is not part of our true identity. We remember that wholeness is our birthright as a spiritual being. We surrender any anxiety as we fill our consciousness with healing thoughts. Our mind's eye sees each cell of our body aglow with the energy of divine life. In prayer, we express appreciation for all of our body's marvelous functions. In prayer, we express and commit to taking time to bless our body with rest, exercise, and good nutrition. We speak affirming words of truth to encourage our body's healing response. We give thanks for the healing that we know is already on its way to us. We are grateful to receive healing and know wholeness. Let us affirm together, I embrace the healing flow of divine life.
Yes, good one. Now we take a moment to bless Unity Spiritual Center. which really is a self-blessing because the center is all of us, the center of our being in a community together. We affirm open to deeper spiritual understanding. Unity Spiritual Center resolves and heals without struggle or strain. We handle our affairs and decisions with good judgment and positive, bold conviction. We are divinely guided to right action and innovative solutions in a sacred synchronicity. Aligned with spirit, we are prospered and whole as a community and as individuals. And so it is. Amen.
Our core value this month, agreeing and disagreeing in love. At Unity, we strive to find healthy and safe ways to grow through our differences by committing to agreeing and disagreeing in love in our action. We go directly to those with whom we disagree and avoid behind the back criticism. We go in gentleness, patience, and humility. We own our part in the conflict instead of blaming others and acting as if others are responsible for how we are. We listen carefully, summarizing and checking out what is heard before responding. We seek as much to understand as to be understood. We suspend judgments and enrolling others in our position, discard threats, and act in non-defensive and non-reactive ways. We work through disagreements constructively so that we can mutually celebrate our agreements. Let us affirm in our hearts, we commit to agreeing and disagreeing in love in our actions.
Oh, what a good reminder. Yeah,
Beautiful.
thank you. And of course, Unity is not meeting in person till through the end of this year. We want to see numbers go down. We want to know that there's a vaccine available or a treatment available to everybody. But we still are having our prayer circles classes, and of course, our Sunday spiritual experience that you can have any time of the week. This is a real bonus. You can watch us in your PJs. So you can check out our website for times and dates for any of the activities going on. Just pop in and join us. And speaking of popping in and joining, as you know, we're letting go of our building on Home Street and really invite each of you to share something, your goodbyes and like that. We'd like to put out a little service for Thanksgiving week because the building has served us well. It's served a number of communities well. So if you have something, if you'd like to record it, I can help you. Or if you just want some words to be shared or you have a photo that you like shared, please get them to me this week. We need to get going on that. Thanksgiving is very close. And of course, we're into November. Time to renew your membership if you haven't done so. You receive something in the mail, just fill out the form and send it in. And speaking of Thanksgiving coming up, we are putting out a challenge there to do a reverse pre-Advent calendar. So every day during November, to add items, there's a little suggested list on our website, but of course you can put anything together and then take the items to the Fledge or to a food pantry near you. There's more details on this on Facebook and also on our Unity Lansing website. Some great suggestions on how to pick things that are really useful for people, especially that are homeless and don't have access to some of the things we might assume they have access to. So I'm kind of excited. This is kind of a fun, just a fun way to reach out heart to heart. So with that, I am so grateful. I'm so grateful for you. I'm going to stop share and turn this over to one of my favorite songs of Karen's. It always moves me, One Breath at a Time.
Thank you, Sharon. And I invite again to sing along, to breathe with, enjoy. Our friend Karen Drucker, One Breath at a Time. One breath at a time. One breath at a time. breath at a time. One breath at a time. One breath at a time. That's where grace comes in. One breath at a time. One breath at a time. Oh, one breath at a time. That's where grace comes in. One breath at a time. Oh, one step at a time. One step at a time. That's where peace comes in. One step at a time. One step at a time. Oh, one step at a time. That's where peace comes in. One step at a time. Oh, one breath at a time. Breath at a time. Breath at a time. That's where grace comes in. One breath at a time. One breath at a time. One breath at a time. That's where grace comes in. One breath, one breath, one breath at a time. Take it one breath, one step, one breath, just one step, one step, just one step, one breath, just one step, one breath, one step, one step, one step, one breath, one step, one breath, one step, one breath, one step, one step.
That was lovely. Oh, as you were singing that, I was thinking how important it is sometimes to hear that one breath. If you go in and your child's sleeping and you want to just hear that breath, or if you have an older animal, and sometimes they're laying there so still and you wonder if they've died, and you just want to hear that breath, that one breath. I want a t-shirt that says one breath at a
One
time.
breath at a time.
I want to be a walking billboard.
Yes,
We'll have to tell Karen Drucker that she needs to come out with t-shirts for us
absolutely.
on this. Wow. Okay, well, this brings us to the end of our opening, but there's two more parts. You're welcome to join. The wrong titles up there, but they'll catch up later. And it's just a little time to celebrate our prosperity. And, it has been such a gift to know how many people are touched by this ministry and still support it happening virtually, even though we're not in person, that I just feel their energy, just not only financials, but the prayers, the mental connection, the heart connection everybody makes. And I love that we are reaching out and connecting with our congregants' choices. This part of the year, Punks with Lunch for the Homeless, Rise for People in Recovery, the Sunrise Movement for Ecology. And because we got the grant from LEAP, we've just sent an additional $200 to our 5 donors. The other 2 are the Pledge and Advent House is a tithe on that $10,000 grant that we have that has helped us where we've fallen short with offerings to take up the other expenses. So we are so blessed, just thank you, everybody. And I know each of you are blessed in so many ways, and I don't have that slide, but that's okay. Just knowing that we each have that opportunity, I'll just stop share, to really take a moment and appreciate that deep gratitude, all of the many blessings, even if it's a tissue to wipe our tears, or appreciate the leaf that's fallen on our lawn, even though it makes work for us. And we just, invite each of us, many of us know the saying that divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. It is a blessing wherever it goes. So as we sit in the attitude of gratitude, we say goodbye till next week, or watch one of the other segments coming up. And thank you, Winnerly. You're always a blessing.
Thank you, Reverend Sharon. You too.
Bye.